What's up everybody, it's Mr. Gaff here, and today we're going to be talking about the atmosphere.
Super duper pooper scooper.
So in this video we're going to look at what the atmosphere is, why it's important, and then look at all the different layers of the atmosphere and give a fun fact about each of them. So what is the atmosphere? Great question, girl over there in the front row. Keep it up. What the atmosphere is a layer of air that... a layer of air, a layer of air. It's in my hair. It's not though, it's not. Well, technically it is. I am above the surface and technically part of the first layer of the atmosphere, so technically the atmosphere is in my hair. What the atmosphere is a layer of air that surrounds the Earth. The atmosphere is extremely important. Without it, we would not be able to have life on this planet for a couple of different reasons. The atmosphere makes sure that our planet is at a livable temperature. It traps heat from the sun and makes sure that it doesn't escape back into space. Come back here, little heat, you're not going anywhere. This makes sure that we have a livable temperature on Earth so that it's not freezing cold everywhere. Also, our atmosphere is not so thick like the atmosphere of, say, a planet like Venus. It allows enough of the heat to escape that it's also not boiling hot down here. So our atmosphere is a perfect mixture of nitrogen, oxygen, and a bunch of other gases, which is air, that makes sure that our planet is a livable temperature for us. Thank you. So you could say it's like a warm blanket that tucks you in at night and makes sure you're all cozy-wozy. You can also think about the atmosphere like a shield, because it protects us from harmful rays and other objects that might be trying to get into our planet. So really, the atmosphere is like a big shieldy blanket. It keeps us warm and also protects us. A shield blanket. A blanket shield.
You'll never get past my blanket shield!
Ah, yes. And also, oh, so warm and toasty, but not too warm. So the atmosphere is a layer of air that surrounds our planet. It makes so that it is livable for us here down on Earth, and also protects us from all the bad things from the outside space world. So you can say the atmosphere is really, really important. You may want to invite it to your birthday party. I hear it gives good gifts. That's just a rumor. Don't say, oh, you know, Mr. Gaff said I was going to get a good gift from you, and you gave me some staples. I'm not responsible for what happens at your birthday party. Sorry, friend. Now the atmosphere has 5 different layers. 5. Each layer has its own certain characteristics. The atmosphere starts at the Earth's surface and extends really far out. So the first layer of the atmosphere is the troposphere. It starts at the Earth's surface and it's what we inhabit or live in on a daily basis. The troposphere extends about 10 kilometers up into the sky. Now the troposphere is where all the weather happens. All the rain, wind, snow, sleet, lightning, and such. So the troposphere is the first layer, and it's where all the weather happens, and it extends about 10 kilometers up. After the troposphere, we have what's called the stratosphere. The stratosphere is the second layer of the atmosphere. The stratosphere holds the ozone layer. So the ozone layer is just that. It's a high concentration of a gas called ozone. Now, ozone absorbs, or is really good at absorbing, the harmful ultraviolet radiation from the sun. So it keeps us safe from the sun's harmful rays.
I know the sun warms you and you like him, he's your friend, but sometimes he can be a little bit aggressive.
So the ozone layer is just there to say, brah, chill out. Alright, we're warm enough. Alright, we don't need your radiation. We don't need your ultraviolet radiation. We're good. Alright? We're good. So the stratosphere starts at about 10 kilometers up and goes to around 50. A lot of times commercial planes will also fly right on the edge of the stratosphere and the troposphere. So the stratosphere is a big ingredient in that shieldy blanket thing I did earlier, which you definitely haven't forgotten because it was top-notch. It was lit, as you guys say. I won't say it though. I just did. I won't say it again, lit. Not one more time, the lit. After the stratosphere, we have the mesosphere. And to help explain the mesosphere to you guys, I'm going to bring in a guest scientist. His name is Dr. Peter von Schlugenflugen. He's a really great guy, and he's going to help explain the mesosphere to you. Peter? Hello everybody, my name is Dr. Peter von Schlugenflugen. And Mr. Gaffney invited me to give a little presentation on the Mesosphere. Before we get going, I'd like to answer a few questions, yeah. So when I'm not trying to build my own personal Frankenstein, it's going very well, thank you for asking. I like to take long walks on the beach, I like the candlelight dinners, and I like snoogling with my pet, Hans and Vater. He's wonderful. What? I'm getting there, but they need to know about me. the Mesosphere, yeah? So what is the Mesosphere? Well, the Mesosphere is the third layer of the atmosphere. The Mesosphere is most famous for being the place where the meteors break up. And I'm not talking about the dating, like a boy and girl break up. Oh, it's messy. Oh no. It's not like that. It's when they break apart. If you've ever seen a shooting star, yeah, that is happening in the Mesosphere. Our atmosphere is protecting us from the harmful rocks that want to come down and hit us in the face. Yeah? So what the Mesosphere does is it sees the meteorite coming on and it says, excuse me, do you have a pass? And if the meteorite says no, which they never have a pass, then it goes, poof, it breaks it up the meteorites. It does the boom booms, which is quite fun. I love the boom booms. The Mesosphere is also the coldest layer in our atmosphere. It's a bit chilly. That is the Mesosphere. It is the place where meteors break up and it's really cold, yeah. Gloves, yeah, I love the gloves. They are my favorites. Yeah. Alright, Peter, thank you so much. Happy you could bring that, whatever that was, to video. After we have the Mesosphere, the fourth layer of the atmosphere is the Thermosphere. And as you can imagine with its name, Thermosphere is a really hot layer of the atmosphere. Temperatures in the Thermosphere can reach as hot as up to 4,500 degrees. Oh, it's hot! I don't know why I have hot antlers. Hantlers. I got hantlers on. I got my hantlers on and I'm ready to go. I'm ready to party, going to show. Got my hantlers on and they're hot. So the Thermosphere is a very hot layer of the atmosphere. It is also a lot larger than the three layers that come before it. The Thermosphere is also where the International Space Station hangs out. So if you need to look them up or send a postcard, just date it Thermosphere. Ah, it was a bad one. That was a bad one. I'll improve? Maybe. And lastly, after the Thermosphere, we have the Exosphere. Like the prefix suggests with the name exo, the Exosphere is the last or outermost layer of our atmosphere. The exosphere is an extremely thin layer in our atmosphere. It is the boundary or the edge between us on Earth and the vastness of space. The exosphere is basically like our planet's atmosphere or air leaking out into space. Okay everybody, that's our atmosphere. Those are the 5 different layers. We have the troposphere, the stratosphere, the mesosphere, the thermosphere, and the exosphere. Nailed it! If you want to think about some funny way to remember it, you can. It's T-S-M-T-E. Take some mayonnaise to Evan. To smell my teeth eat. Tiger's smiles make Tom excited. Just remember, it's a shieldy blanket! Oh, that's gonna catch on like wildfire. I'm gonna go home and I'm gonna stay here and I'm gonna make blankets and t-shirts and pins and hats. Shieldy blanket! Oh boy!